Very good morning students. In this video we are going to see about the case study on the topic Germany 2025 versus the Nazi period. Okay, so we have to say the differentiation between the two important points. So in Nazi period we know that they followed a dictatorship under Hitler, and they didn't witness election. They maintained only one party. Okay, at the same time they faced many problem under the control of Hitler. So that is another way in Germany witnessed many kind of things. At the same time, Germany 2025 they followed democratic parliamentary form of government. At the same time, they followed a multi-party system. For example, CDU, CSU and SPD. These are the important parties followed Germany in 2025. At the same time, they continuously practiced freedom of speech, expression and liberty, equality, etc. At the same time, they have to maintain their human rights, religious tolerance and the democratic values. So these are the important comparison between the Germany 2025 and Nazi period. Yeah.
So from the years 1933 to 1945, there was a period called Nazi period in Germany, which is one-man dictator rule of a person called Adolf Hitler, where he abolished all the other parties which are opposing them, and he abolished all the enemies which he considered as his enemies. So there was no right for freedom, right to equality, and etc. what we are having it right now. So that period people suffered a lot being in his regime.
As of now, in Germany 2025, people have the right to vote and they have the right to select their representative. And then there are like more political parties forming currently. And then people have equality and freedom.
In my opinion, what I can see is that during the Nazi period, there was only one thing. We have to undo the Treaty of Versailles to bring back Germany to its former glory. It did not. During this period, the Nazis believed there is no question about it. We have to live. We know what is correct. This is why the freedoms were taken away. But those freedoms were important.
So during that period, Adolf Hitler was the only guy who was ruling his party, and no other representatives can take over his party or do anything. No one can oppose him, no one can question whatever he is doing. If they oppose him or question him, they will be severely punished, where it might lead to death.
According to Germany 2025, the leaders or the representatives can be elected by the people, and the people can also become the representatives.
Very true. Really, dictatorship has not been a very good path. It is definitely because the freedoms have been taken away. That's the first thing. Second thing is that during dictatorship, no one could rule except the leader of the Nazi party. This is a one-party system. Germany 2025 is a multi-party system.
So during that period, Adolf Hitler was the one-man rule of Nazi Germany, where he did not let people to have their own rights, which led to bankruptcy of Germany over that period.
Germany in 2025, the people have the right to question. They have the right to ask everything they need. So the representatives should fulfill their needs.
Yes, very true. Nazi Germany has led to a very deep economic crisis that was definitely during the war period as well. Germany 2025, we can see that there is the right to question, to ask, what if this was changed? So what we see as the final comparison, during Nazi Germany, the political system was totalitarian. Totalitarianism is the control of one person. The media environment of Nazi Germany was fully state-controlled propaganda machine. We can understand that all the newspapers were far right, that is overall quite free. This is one of the main key points about why